Hello everyone. How is it going? Welcome back. Alright, getting right into it. Thousands of years ago in the sleeping quarters of Kephalese priests. Going back to Cypher's POV. Welcome back. I'm hoping to finish the Amphoreus Trailblaze mission for this update today. After we fought Aquila and Celiosi in the last update. Last episode. That was a super fun fight. That was actually really epic. And we got the core flame of sky. There's only one left to claim. That being said, did see some concerning things happening after this point in the trailer. So yeah, nothing else to do but carry on with our favorite happy and wholesome game, right? Okay, going back to Cypher's point of view.
Seriously, where did they hide that thing? Trash. Just trash. What is this? Never mind. I'll take it anyway.
Yeah?
I finally found it! It must be this. The gem of all worlds that the chaplain secretly stashed away. Said to be a fragment peeled from the Dawn device. I can already catch the sweet scent of treasure seeping from this little box. So much for the chaplain's devotion to faith. It turns out he's just been padding his secret stash. I've been lurking in the priestly court for over half a year just for this little trinket. Day after day, listening to those stiff priest apprentices drone on with their prayers.
This looks like you can't steal this. And
good thing persistence pays off.
Atticus, is that you?
Atticus. That name rings a bell. Oh, he's the apprentice the chaplain favors most. The one everyone expects to be the next chaplain. Not saying anything would feel awkward. Maybe I can hold it together with Zagreus's ability for now. Now.
I am Atticus.
okay.
Atticus.
So she's already become the demigod of trickery.
Old chaplain, it's me. I'm here to assist you with your medicine.
Oh, thank you. Without your care, I would have long been claimed by Thanatos and carried to the River of Souls.
Oh, no need to thank me, Master. It's my duty to care for you while you recover.
This old man is way sicker than I thought. Looks like the priests are deliberately hiding how bad it really is.
Yeah.
Atticus, I can feel my life slipping away, fading faster with every moment. I don't know when eternal sleep will claim me. There's one last thing I must tell you.
Yeah? One last thing. Wait. Is he hiding more treasures? Maybe a coin of whimsy?
Probably
Today
not.
might just be my lucky day. Calm down, Cyphera. Just breathe.
Stay strong, chaplain. Keep your spirits up, and don't lose hope. If there's anything important you need to say, I'm all ears.
It's so disgraceful that it fills me with shame.
Okay, not treasure, probably.
Yet I must speak, for it concerns the fate of our holy city below my feet.
What? The fate of the city's people? Is it that serious? I must find out more.
The omniscient Sky Father Kephalese. Before they fell silent, I heard their last words at Dawn Cloud. It announced the prophecy has arrived. My mission has concluded, and
mission
I
had
shall
concluded.
return to
When the
silence.
prophecy arrived?
The prophecy of Genesis. The Titan turned to stone. Heard it 1,000 times. Old news. What else you got?
The eternal night is looming. But over the next 300 years, the Dawn device will safeguard the
Only
holy
300
city,
years?
poised for the children of
been a millennia.
humanity to create miracles.
The Dawn device, the miracle of Genesis, the usual cliches.
300 years.
Did he just say
Yeah, 300
the
years.
next 300 years?
I have concealed the deadline the Sky Father
But it's
set
way
for
longer than
everyone.
that.
I lacked
Does that
the
mean we're
courage
living on borrowed
to
time, or?
carve the countdown to the city's new dawn into the hearts of its people.
Is it because it's been so long that people got really used to just living happy lives
Are
without
100
worrying?
times
Because
more
this guy didn't
courageous
tell
than
them
I
that there's
am.
actually, we're on a
Can
time-
you accomplish
time crunch
what
here?
I could not? Will you share this harsh truth with all the citizens of Akima? Atticus.
Rest easy, Master. I will shoulder this heavy burden for you. I'll address the fallout of your indecision.
What does that mean?
Is that right, seamstress? Everyone in this world is unique in their own way. My moment to be a hero has finally arrived. And
Well-
that was my stint as a priest at Dawn Cloud. Sure, the story's been slightly embellished, but every word of it is true. These are secrets that must remain undisclosed. I've never shared them with anyone. Not even Bartolos. You should feel incredibly honored
Oh,
to
did
be
she
the
tell
first to
us
hear
this back at the beginning when she asked us to come and like loot stuff with her?
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
you can't clap or comment
No,
right
never
now.
mind. These are all the cleaners who try
beside the point.
to get to Kefali's
Getting to
core flame.
spill the secret I've been holding in for 1,000 years feels. Honestly, I'm
whoops, I didn't mean to
surprised at your
skip it.
persistence. I merely staged the slip-up for you to witness the switch of the core flame. Who'd have thought you'd follow me all the way to the Nether Shore? That deliverer kid was spot on. You rejects, shunned by the Akamans, have no choice but to keep moving down this dark path. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what's going on? Your leader Kindness isn't here.
Uh-oh.
Could she be plotting something else?
Uh-oh, is she listening to all of this?
Such a hassle. Well, for everyone's safety, I might as well check if you're carrying anything suspicious.
Uh-oh. Slate, why neglect? Okay. Oh, Bubbles is still here.
stacker's
Alright,
got a
gotta hand it to
nice
Bubbles.
look to
Bubbles
it.
will never abandon
Let's
us no
see
matter
it.
what.
Wow, it's crafted from Kremnoan steel. These people are well equipped. By any standard, you all are quite capable. Had you not strayed, you could have been guarding Akama, securing a stable income. Such a pity. In your next life, remember to choose a safer path and stay away from dangerous jobs like this.
If you get reincarnated in the next life. I guess fine, I will reincarnate
Let me
everybody.
take a look at what's hidden under that mask.
Bubbles! That's so
Your
funny.
face
That's so funny how
looks
Bubbles
innocent
is with
enough.
us no matter what.
Who would have guessed that such a pretty
Bubbles even
face
here to keep safe.
would hide a heart full of darkness? Appearances can be deceiving. It's a fool's game to judge someone's character just by their looks.
Yeah.
It's amazing what the seamstress can do with her divine authority. She sees right through people. With that golden thread of hers. Beyond whatever facade they put up. As for using divine powers, I'm no slouch myself. Who came up with this uniform? It's got more pockets than it needs. Nobody wears this style anymore. Do they? Back in the days when I was doing honest work for the Gold Weaver, I saw my fair share of these. Oh. What do we have here?
Okay, after the usurper's death, Phaeton mobilized many refugees to join the garrison. The note appears to be smooth flat. It was once rolled in a secret message cylinder. Okay. Redacted High Priest of the Flame Chasers, a middle-aged, blank with gray hair, stooped posture, and a burn scar on the right side of the neck. Phaeton and the maiden have been frequently visiting this twilight courtyard to meet with healers. Nursing the Skyfall Day Thunder Knight's past affairs, the day to reclaim Aquila's core flame is imminent. Dry herbal fragrance. Do we know who that is? Middle-aged with gray hair could be Cypher, but with the stooped posture. But Flandon also has gray hair. Who has a burn scar on the right? Does she have a burn scar on the right side of her neck?
All right.
I don't know.
Once the seamstress's power is diminished, the world wound web slowed drastically. From 5 threads to just 2. Looks like I was too quick to judge. Physical note passing still outpaces the reduced threads. Huh. No trace of kindness. Is she hiding too well? Or has she given up? Well, I've done everything I could. Now it's in the hands of the deliverer and
Well,
his
you're all the way
crew.
here in, it seems to be Styxia, so...
Huh? What was that?
So right now, Akuma
That
is
noise
not
came from
guarded.
above. Could it
Unless
be?
this is Akuma?
Huh? It looks like they pulled it off. The deliverer is impressive, no doubt. But some of the credit should go to the gray mystery from beyond the sky.
Oh, thank you.
I've crossed paths with them before. They're a little quirky, but their power... absolutely terrifying. With the core flame of Aquila taken, the flame chase journey is down to its final threat. They're already here. Barely gave me a moment to catch my breath. All right, then. Guess it's my turn to see what you've got.
So did you take Kefali's core flame, or? Oh, that's going bad then if you're all by yourself. Yeah, you are in Styxia. Okay. I did get that right. Chased you all the way here. That seems like it should be a far
You
walk.
made it.
Oh my gosh.
I've been waiting
It's
for
the
you.
real Flame Reaver, not just Cypher pretending to be the Flame Reaver.
Black-clad sword master, the Flame Reaver, whatever your name is. Look at you, sniffing around like a starving hyena, chasing the scent of the core flames. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? Or maybe you're just too dense to understand plain speech.
That is a scary looking sword.
Throne of worlds. Core flame.
Right. She has it, right?
Must take back.
You sad little thing. I've got you all figured out.
I hope so.
Let me guess. You've been eyeing these last 2 core flames all along, huh? No wings, no allies. Oh, what a pity. Even with Aquila's core flame sitting idly in the sky, you're helpless to reach it. Oh, you can do is sit and wait for the Chrysos heirs to bring it down, then swoop in like a brute to snatch it for yourself.
I'm pretty sure that's their strategy, but that doesn't mean that doesn't make it any less scary or. Okay, hold on. I mean, I think everything you said is absolutely true. I don't think that's going to stop them, though, just because it's very, very low-handed trick.
But hey, I'm feeling generous today. I've got a surprise just for you. That's right. I have Kefali's core flame.
Yeah, you know what? I think they know that. I think that's why they're here.
But if you think you can snatch it from my claws, you'll have to catch me. Fun fact, Dolos cats aren't just quick on their feet.
Escape the flamers. Are they actually chasing us? Like, what's going on? No, they're just standing there, you know? It's pretty chill. Pretty chill, right? I think if we just, no matter what we do, it's gonna be fine. Right, Cypher? Right? Okay. I don't think it's gonna be chill. I don't think it's going to be fun. Yeah, you know, like they're right there.
How did you get ahead of me?
Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't swing that thing.
It's not a good thing if you catch Cypher off guard. No, off guard.
You're after Kefali's core flame, aren't you?
Okay,
fine,
that's probably a fake one.
The deliverer made me steal it. It's no use to me anyway. Look, since we've got the same taste in fashion, all black and sleek, how about you spare this poor cat's life? That's the spirit. You get the core flame, and I get to keep breathing. Everyone wins.
Yeah, core flame. You want it? Oh, darn it.
You really are a brainless mutt, aren't
Don't
you?
staunch them. You already know that they can catch up to you.
Come on! Come on! You're not gonna let a little setback like a lost bone stop you, are you?
You know, I really don't think the taunting is helpful.
Look at that. They actually caught up with me.
I know. I think
No
you need
one's
to
ever managed
move
that
because... Cypher is a classic.
It's been a while since I've had a chase this good. Don't quit on me now. I'm just getting into the groove.
A classic creation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the core flame. She's like a classic character from a Greek
stumble over your
myth.
words, but you've got some speed on you.
Immeasurable hubris is gonna be the death of her.
Just in time to take a break. Don't tell me they might all...
No, don't say stuff like that.
Still not here? Well,
They're probably
that's
upstairs.
Oh well, I guess I'll just...
Wait around a little longer for you. Stixia, you're stunning. Oh, look who it is. The Flame Reaver. First time. Wait, no, not the first time meeting you. I'm the great hero of Hakama, the deliverer of Amphoreus.
You know, I'm glad we're making light of the
return
situation,
Kefali's
having
core
some
flame
fun, you
and carry
know.
the weight of a
It's
new
not
role
taking
on
this
my
seriously. This is great.
But hey, fairness is my thing. Fairness, fairness, and fairness. You want the core flame? Come and get it. But only if you beat me fair and square.
Uh-oh. We can teleport now. Oh.
Boring. I was hoping you'd at least humor me for a little while.
Stupid mutt! Fooled by the same trick twice! Bye-bye, Flame
Alright,
Reaver.
don't get ahead of yourself. I think we need to get out of Stixia.
Not as fun as I'd hoped. I guess a brainless brute isn't much fun when it comes to mind games. I seriously can't shake them off, huh?
I know, I think you need to run instead of just standing around taunting
They're not
them.
gonna back off anytime soon.
You watch. Elevator just come straight back up.
Guess I'll just have to lead it somewhere higher.
I think she used to use her, like, flash powers and get out of Styxia as soon as she can. Okay. Haven't I already unlocked this? This is just the game making things more difficult for Cypher. I already had that unlocked. I'm ready to run away.
In under a minute. Don't underestimate the people of Delos.
Rune, great.
Cypher, do you still plan to go to Dawncloud?
I've made up my mind. Don't think about stopping me, seamstress.
Is it for the gem of all worlds?
Does it even matter? You'll never guess whether I'm lying or telling the truth.
You're still wearing those golden boots I gave you. I hope you're not running from someone the next time you wear them.
Aglaya, did you see that? No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Yeah. That's right.
Deliverer.
Oh my gosh, Bubbles.
You better thank me. Every leisurely second you enjoy was fought for by yours truly.
Oh my gosh. I hope we made good use of that time then. Cypher. Cypher. Uh-oh. Put it back. Put it back. Put it down. Okay. Alright, we're at the top. There's like nowhere else we can go now. This is where we fought with Pollux.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
Yeah, you know, they can teleport. You're pretty much done for if you don't go as far away as you can.
This is fate.
Fate? I always thought only privileged city dwellers like to toss that word around. As if they couldn't get by without using it as an excuse.
Cycles
Cycles.
can't be broken.
That's ominous. So you know that
Cycles.
Amphoreus is a
Fate?
cycle.
Give me a break! Everyone has to walk their path. Those who cling to gods and prophecies end up as hollow shells of themselves. Back then, I was nothing but a scoundrel. A cheat, clawing and scrambling just to survive in this messed up world. If I'd given up and played along, this place would have been nothing more than a lifeless wasteland by now.
It has to be me.
My bad. Why bother offering wisdom to a mad dog who wouldn't understand it anyway? Do you know why I dragged you here, mutt? Word is, you've tangled with that golden-haired lion before.
Oh, Mark Mighty?
Looks like there's no getting away from you. And hey, that was a pretty good warm-up.
Oh yeah, just a
Now,
warm-up. Yeah.
How about we spice things up with a bit of competition?
Why doesn't
As
she
a
just do
fellow
her
heir to
running
the
thing?
divine authority of calamity, I've been a demigod for 1,000 years longer than the little lion. Now, let me see if you're worth your title, Flame Reaver.
Okay.
I've been around for over 1,000.
It's just Cypher.
I've never met anyone who
Okay, that's pretty funny.
until now.
Just Cypher and 3 copies.
Today, you're getting the full performance.
Okay, this is actually cool. I do want to see her moveset actually. Okay, looks like her clones are gonna die very soon. Flame Reaver of the deepest dark. And there's her magnet. Cypher's clone is slacking off.
I can summon as many clones as I need.
Oh, goodness.
Like everyone believes in. Because
Yeah, why can't you do that to get out of here? Alright, that's pretty cool.
Wrong target! Looks like you need to work on your aim.
I was very focused. Good job, Cypher's phone. How come they can't use their bursts? And now they're dead. Oh, now they have clones. Just like Cypher.
Is the flame chase
Scary. Look, resisting is what we've been doing this whole time. Oh my gosh, Cypher's about to do it. Retreat. Do it! Please retreat properly. Okay, run. Uh-oh. Cypher! Was that coin was... That coin was the core flame?
Only a mindless fool would fall for the same trick 3 times in a row.
Oh, okay.
Victory is mine, fiend.
No. No.
To all citizens of Akama,
Didn't want to show it to us.
today I bring you 2 pieces of
the
news.
game
One sorrowful, one joyous.
Cypher.
First, let us offer our blessings to the departed. Our beloved chaplain Amphoreus has returned to the embrace of Sky Father Kefir.
Okay, if you can see that's
May he
Atticus,
rest in
but it's
peace.
actually Cypher because of the cat ears.
But citizens, do not grieve his passing. In his final moments, Chaplain Amphoreus found peace. While he still had his wits, he heard the final words of the Sky Father. And that brings me to the joyous news I share with you today. Before the great world-bearing Titan fell silent, they spoke one final message to my revered mentor. And now, I shall share those words with every soul in Amphoreus.
And those
They
words
said,
are?
The prophecy has arrived. My mission is complete, and now I shall fall into eternal silence. The eternal night is looming. The Dawn Device will safeguard the holy city, poised for the children of humanity to create miracles forever.
Oh, and that's why the people are so convinced, like, they don't have to do any preparation or anything to fend off the black tide.
Transcends time itself, stretching across endless eons.
Citizens, friends, as the newly appointed chaplain, I propose we host a grand 100-day celebration at Dawncloud. A feast in gratitude for the Sky Father's gift. Our mission is to transform the Sky Father's words into unshakable faith. For 100 dawns, through song and dance, every child of humanity within Amphoreus will come to believe
And this is
the
Cypher's
light
trickery.
of the Dawn Device.
Never fades. Kefali's protection has no end.
It's just like Aglaya said. Hey, the white lie is still alive.
You shall walk with greed
Cypher?
and die over petty change.
Oh, because the core flame was disguised as a coin. And it was just petty change.
The prophecies, petty change, was quite literal after all.
Cypher?
Atticus. He's a good kid. I stole your identity. I owe you an apology. But I owe more than just an apology. There's also you, Aggie. Back then, I had to leave Akama. You see, you were so good at breeding hearts. If I had stayed by your side, my fragile lies would have been exposed sooner or later.
Oh, that's why.
Your weave shop. I wish I could chance upon it again. Just once.
This is so sad.
To be scolded by you and Treeby.
All these places of the past, all the people, they're already gone.
I'm sorry. In the end, I overestimated myself. But at least there's one thing I did accomplish.
Oh, that's right. The Flame Reaver didn't get the
Catalyst.
right?
Core flame
Yeah.
is not here. It's safe. It's safe now.
But for how long? Because we can't let Cypher's efforts go in
Even if
vain.
I'm nothing more
Cypher.
than a thief. At least I did something. For the flame chase. Aggie. Aggie, can you hear me? Say something. Anything. Anything. Please.
Cypher.
You are the unsung hero of Amphoreus, Cypher. You saved us all. You betrayed the world. And in exchange, you earned humanity 1,000 more years of life.
Yeah. Because of your lie, people lived happily for longer. Rest well, Cypher.
If there were a lie so brilliant that it could fool everyone, wouldn't it simply become the truth?
Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Hang on, give me a minute to process this. I don't know if you noticed this, but definitely the deaths of characters gets to me. In the end, all of these prophecies for each of the demigods are gonna come true. But what's amazing to see, yes, is that even in the face of inescapable fate, they still manage to fight until the end on their own terms. Of course, we don't know where Cypher put Kefali's girlfriend, but the fact that she did everything to fool the cleaners and the flame weaver. Yeah. I just hope she and Aglaya are at peace and ready to see us again in the era of I see. What happened?
The core flame in my hand. It's trembling. It's sending me a warning. Lord Finan, in Amphoreus' mythology, isn't the Dawn device said to be a gift from Aquila to Kefali?
Yeah.
Why bring this up now? Let's focus on getting back down there.
Lord Finan?
Yes, nearly every mythologist agrees Aquila gifted the Dawn device to Kefali.
Okay.
Everyone, calm down. Listen to me.
Did us claiming Aquila's core flame cause that red energy to go through Akuma and turn the Dawn device off?
The core flame in my hand trembles violently. Its warmth slipping away like sand through my fingers. It burns through immense energy just to leave me with one message. The Dawn device is extinguished.
What do you mean by that?
If the core flame's message is true, Akuma has lost the Dawn device's protection. Darkness will consume the holy city in an instant, and the aftermath will be devastating.
Finan, I feel something too. While Hyacinth was speaking, countless streams of memories
What is
rose
happening?
beneath our feet, spiraling
What
into
caused the
sky.
device to turn off suddenly like that?
There are so many, so heavy. Even through the fortress walls, I can still hear them clearly. Birds, nymphs, people, their memories tangled together, their cries echoing as one.
Could this be because of the Titan's fall? But that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
There's no time to dwell on the cause. Without the light of the Dawn device, the holy city will be consumed by darkness, and countless lives will be cast adrift.
Glitchy the skies.
Everyone, you must return and fulfill the
That's
mission of the
terrifying,
Chrysos
actually.
heirs. As for me, Denny, you're still carrying the goose's spirit water, aren't you?
Oh, the thing he used to do the teleporting, right?
No. The time has come. Open the path to the vortex for me. There's still one thing I can do for the people down there. Return the core
you know
flame
what?
to Aquila and inherit their divine authority.
Yeah, we have to do that.
I'll
Something
remain
else.
in the
I'm
sky
just not emotionally
and cast
prepared
my
for everything that's
protection
gonna
over
happen
the
today.
people.
Even though I'm vaguely aware bad things are gonna happen, I think I'm not emotionally prepared for bad things to happen. I think it's just gonna stay this way. Oh, just like how Castorus had to stay to guard where the souls come to rest and restore the natural order of life and death. It seems that I guess Hyacinth has to stay basically cast the protection of the sky. All the Chrysos heirs have to fulfill the duties that the Titans before them were doing.
Don't waste time thinking about alternatives. This will resolve everything.
I see.
Danny, I'm counting on you.
I understand. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water, reveal the way. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Skyfolk will mend dusk and dawn. Lady Trebios' prophecy, it seems it didn't fail after all. Oh! We're in the end times now. In end times in here, Hyacinth. Dusk and dawn. The end of this era. And the beginning of the next one.
It still feels unreal. Even after seeing it a second time.
Guard us all.
You'd move in perfect harmony with the rivers and seas of this world.
But we can't stay. Teddy and I, we have people waiting for us, a home calling us back.
The Astral Express, isn't it? March 7th? The one you always mention. I'd like to meet her someday.
Oh, I'd like you to meet her too. I'm sure the two of you would get along wonderfully. Oh,
I can almost see the
This
three of
made me
you
so
traveling
sad.
together, laughing and sharing moments.
So, you know, even if all these characters come back, it's gonna be different, right? It'll be different in the new world. It's just, there's something so... I play so many games where we're exploring these fallen civilizations, these ruins, and wondering what happened to the people here, and how did such a glorious place come to its end. But there's just something so much more heartbreaking about watching that kind of civilization collapse. And that's what we're watching right now. It's really the end times are falling upon me. Just kind of looking at the Cypher's memories, it's almost like you just think about all that's happened and how dark things are now. And one by one, having watched so many of the Chrysos heirs and demigods leave us either to fulfill their destinies or because they've now passed away, it sort of highlights the loneliness of being the last people left in the world before it's going to be made anew. It's a really empty feeling. You, Hyacinth, do not feel sadness.
Of course I do. A sharp, aching sadness. I feel every bit of it.
Why hide it? No one here would mock you for showing true vulnerability.
As a healer from the Twilight Courtyard, Don Hung, it's my duty to stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. A sorrowful expression would only add to their burden. The world I love is the one suffering now. How could I face it with a frown?
Farewell, Hyacinth. And thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Please, become the heroes this world needs. And as for the final blank page of this epic, the lives and stories of ordinary mortals, I'll guard them until the very end.
Hyacinth. Thank you. A few days ago, an alchemist Twilight Courtyard.
Miss Hyacinth, are you really leaving? Yes. Lord Finan has already set the date for our departure. As a descendant of the Sky Hero, I must prepare myself and carry this responsibility.
What about this new Twilight Courtyard?
Believe in yourself, Clementine. You're an exceptional healer, more than capable of handling things on your own. The patients trust you, and you've earned that trust. That's what matters, isn't it?
Miss Clementine's medical skills are amazing. We believe you'll make the Twilight Courtyard proud.
Thank you, Lady Treby. I'll do my best. I just don't have the same confidence and certainty as Miss Hyacinth. No matter how severe the illness or injury, she always faces it with a smile.
Honestly, I'm not confident about everything, Clementine. I've just learned how to hide my unease well. It's a skill I consider essential.
It's hard to imagine anything making Miss Hyacinth feel uncertain.
Well, shall I give you an example? Since Lady Treby happens to be here too.
Wait, you're part of this?
Look at the Flame Chase journey. Since Lady Aglaya took over the leadership of Akama, every Chrysos heir entrusted with the core flame, aside from Professor Anaxa, was personally chosen by her. I was the outlier. The hero Seliosi entrusted her bloodline with the legacy of the sky. Lady Aglaya's thoughts on my potential remained a mystery, even up till the day she left. So I've always carried a lingering doubt about my ability to fulfill this role.
Lady Treby, why are you laughing?
The answer Cindy wants is simple. Just try looking at it from another perspective. Imagine this. Knowing Aggie's personality, if she believed you weren't worthy, don't you think she would have considered other plans?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I feel much better.
I may not have Lady Aglaya's keen judgment, but I would never question your resolve, Miss Hyacinth.
She was at the very least content with this outcome. If not secretly hoping
Thank you, Clementine.
you would be the one, Hyacinth.
I had a sudden thought, Lady Treby. Before I depart, can you teach me the words for returning the core flame? I've always been at the Grove helping with lectures and never had the chance to come to Akama. The phrases everyone has memorized still feel unfamiliar to me. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everyone when it's my turn to return the core flame.
It's easy. We can teach you right now. Let's go. We will say a line, and you repeat after
now
us.
it's gonna come back to the present where she's actually saying it with the core flame.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans,
O Majesty of the 12 Titans,
Pillars of the World,
Pillars of the World,
we seek your divinity.
we seek your divinity.
To mend the rifts of the world, fill our bodies with blood of gold,
There we go.
till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Surrender the core flame, Chrysos heir.
Wow. Here we go. Almost done with Rachel's journey. Solibus and Lunabis.
Lord Solibus,
They're here.
Lady Lunabis. The mission of the Sky Folk has been completed. Your watch can finally come to an end.
We thank you, Miss Hyacinth.
Even though we were the source of that false legend, you still brought us freedom.
Please, don't say that. Without your wings, we would have struggled to progress in the Eye of Twilight.
We wouldn't have learned what happened and what we needed to do.
Akama
Thank you
is
so
on the
much.
brink. And I must quickly embrace the role of demigod to protect everyone with the power of the sky. Honored ones, please tell me, what trials lie ahead for me to complete?
I think you've already done everything you were meant to, Miss Hyacinth. What do you think? Seliosi? The Sky Folk.
Lady Seliosi,
She's speaking through.
I see. After all these long years, your will has merged with the Titan's divinity.
I deeply regret. I beg for forgiveness. The darkness in the human heart clouded my judgment. I failed to recognize the resilience buried deep within.
There was a lot of bad people in
Of those present that day, I don't know how many were innocent, how many truly deserved their fate. That's why I cannot forgive you on their behalf, Lady
Yeah,
Zeliosi.
me neither. I don't agree with what she chose to do.
The spirits of my ancestors resonated with me.
Too drastic.
You exiled our
Too
people,
blanketed across
and they
all
may
people
never
to just
forgive you for that.
burn them all.
But at least there is one thing we can agree on. The truth that no one can distort.
It's her and her ancestors behind her.
The courage it took to defy the gods was undeniable, unwavering. That same spirit now lives on in those who walk the flame-chased journey, growing stronger with every step.
You were the spark that set this era in motion, Zeliosi.
An age where heroes rise and epic stories are told far and wide.
An age where a flame of hope was preserved for the world. Perhaps this is what I longed for. Now, I can finally rest in peace.
The world unified together.
Even in
way
that
she
darkest
originally
moment,
wanted it to
Lady
be.
Zeliosi, you still held compassion for mortals, didn't you? Even with the Titan's power, you didn't punish the world by letting the sky fall. I
I'd say
imagine
her
you were waiting
punishment
for
was
someone to bring
still
redemption.
Very cruel, though.
Trust me with the
But yes,
power
I
of the sky.
We have changed your mind.
I am merely a healer. I could never match your strength, even with that power. Thankfully, the world no longer needs a demigod who can summon thunder and storms. What I must do is merge with the sky and cast down a gentle rainbow, protecting as many
rainbow-
lives as I
the
can.
end of the Rainbow Bridge. Skyfolk will manage dusk and dawn.
Professor Alexa, do you remember that lesson? In the end, I followed the path of my ancestors, returning to the sky. I didn't return to the earth to walk with the people, but even so, I still achieved my dream.
The stories of the people.
Hyacinthia. Thank you.
Be etched here. The sky is burning.
Akima's dawn has come to an end.
Yeah.
Why is this happening?
The dusk has arrived, and that heralds the end of the world. Was this not predicted in the prophecy?
Treeby would have made sure to warn us if there were any mention of it.
Well, to be fair,
Even if
the details of what
Hyacinth
happens at
takes
the end of the
divine
world
authority
have
of the
seemed
sky,
to be hazy this entire time.
she probably won't be able to banish this darkness. The black tide. Its power probably surpasses even that of the Titans. All we can do is hope she can protect as many lives as possible.
Is this the end for Akuma?
Don't give up. We're the ones leading this journey, so we can't afford to lose our way.
The unexpected is always part of our journey. We'll stay with Akuma until the end, no matter what. It's so nerve-wracking that it's just fine on now. There were so many people. There's so many people he brought us to meet back when we first arrived in Akuma. Do you see it? The broken structures look like they've turned transparent.
I've never seen anything like this before. Could the black tide be the cause? There are too many things we don't understand, and we don't have time to figure out. We can't delay any longer. Let's head down. Hopefully Kefali's core flame is still safe. I'm confident
I highly
that
doubt
Miss Cypher
Cypher
will do
left it
everything in her power
where
to
it
fulfill
was
her
before,
duty.
though. The only problem is only she knew where it was. Oh my gosh. Lightless Chapel, Dawn Cloud. Oh no. Everything is in darkness.
The transport platform's route is blocked by rubble.
Thankfully, you
Partner,
have
help buy us some
the
time.
demigod of time on your side. I don't think this is gonna buy us much time. The bubble blocking
Good
the
job.
path is appeared.
Now we can get off the mountain.
How did we end up
Black
on?
tide
Oh,
creature.
that's because this is where the rainbow
A
bridge
dawn
went.
cloud. Oh, the people in the city.
I know, right? We are truly. We're in the
Must
end
find
game
out
now.
where we've reached the city from.
This seems like an
Tribby,
apt time
please
for
hold
this.
on till we
Really?
get back.
There's bugs here? Oh, yeah, there's no dawn here. Okay. What's going on? The Dromus was visited Lady Aglaia recently. Oops. Let me turn the notifications off. Or the Dromus. Are we talking Anaxa or somebody else? Eyes are too clouded to see the answer before your eyes. The channel the time transfer into the golden threads, find the nymph slims, and it can be called back anytime. I don't know what this means. What does this mean? What does this mean? The world is dying and we're talking about bugs. Okay. Get down the mountain. Alright. Bubbles. Bubbles! 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 Don't leave us! More enemies. It doesn't look right down there. It really doesn't.
Dares stand in our way. We'll get a taste of Dawnmaker's edge.
There's the existential. Oh my gosh! See how they try to attack us, but they can't. Oh, we're busy. We're busy. We're sorry. We're too busy right now. Oh, that's the guards. Oh no. Great. Thank you. We really have time for this right now, while we need to go and save the world from, well, not from ending, but what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do at this point? But also, what did people think was gonna happen? Also, like, were we thinking that, oh, it'd still be nice and sunny out when we get all the core flames, have 12 demigods, and then we have the people vote and be like, alright, yep, it's time for us to all be erased from existence and then reincarnated in the new world. I guess the answer is no, we weren't thinking that. It was probably going to take the end of the world starting before we would actually decide that we need to initiate the Era Nova. But still, what are we supposed to, now that it's the end of the world is actually here, what are we supposed to do? Like, what are we like, us and Danheng and Fainan actually going to do over any of this? Also, kindness is still out there. Let's not forget that. I really thought the whole Council of Elders and kindness plot has just been like a side story in this. But yet somehow she's gonna show up and ruin all of this.
Looks good.
The world is actively ending and she still wants to end the Flame Chase journey. The Flame Chase journey is basically done at this point. Okay, I'm not seeing Kepler's core flame in there. I just want to be pretty clear with everyone. Yeah.
Over there! Kefali's core flame is being kept in the center of the council.
Is it?
We must retrieve it
I know
and bring
it
it
was.
back to the vortex of Genesis.
You mean?
Right. Worst case scenario, we need to be prepared to return Kefali's core flame. If the end is indeed upon us, we no longer have time to investigate the truth behind the miracle. We'll have to trust that Professor Anax's hypothesis is the only option.
Not only that, you know, if they didn't have basically us and Danheng here, when we are... It's sort of how Zhongli told the Traveler in Genshin Impact, like, that they're basically the person who records the history of this world. Like a traveler from outside of this world looking in, experiencing everything along with the people here. They're basically the record keeper of everything that happens, and that really only got more enhanced when you realize, like, we're not part of Irminsul in terms of, we're not affected by, like, the world's own record-keeping system. It's almost like we're there to remember the true history of the world. Yeah, without us and Dan Heng, pretty much in the new world, you would have lost all of this progress you made investigating this in the first place. Like in the new world, there would just be the Titans, and there'd be you guys. And would people remember Anaxa's hypothesis? Would people remember that you guys were trying to investigate the meaning of the cycles of Amphoreus? Or would all that get erased in the new era if not for us to help you remember it and remind you when you guys all awake in the new era? We still have no idea what's going to happen in the Era Nova. Like,
Apologies.
will you guys remember stuff, or will you all be like, your
I
memory
promised you
erased?
that I would leave the choice of Era Nova to the people of Amphoreus.
Okay, I guess we're not leaving it to the
But
choice.
I'm afraid there's no room for doubts now.
Yeah, you know, I guess I do agree with that assessment. Oh, it's another bug. Obviously, we have time to catch bugs. Well, you know, where is it? It's still on, you know. It's just, but definitely they're going for like a super giant like red star about to turn into a supernova kind of vibe here with the Dawn device. So yeah, not looking great.
Her
Did she
will
make
to
it?
heal the world is so strong.
Yeah.
We'll definitely sense it if she succeeded.
Yeah, but just like, yeah, I agree with that as sort of assessment where, you know what, I think the world is actively ending right now. I think if we have one solution, there's
Father
Kynes.
Catholic, please forgive these ignorant and lowly children of humanity. They are so utterly naive that they think of the golden-blooded heretics as deliverers.
Look, this would have happened either
blood-red
way,
sky
no matter whether
and
they
the
voted
raging
for or
flames
against the
and
Flames.
demons throughout the land will purge their foolishness.
You tell yourself that.
Lord, deliver
Like I said, you know what? This whole kindness storyline just feels like a B plot at
praying
this
to the
point.
benevolent Kefali. Cast your eyes on this ravaged land. All of this, sins committed by you, blasphemous heretics.
She looks like she's got a screw loose. We should not waste our time on a pitiful madwoman. I know, right?
Dan Heng is right.
I really think this is not the
My
most
sword
important thing
yearns
going
to
on right
end your
now.
pathetic life. But to a cornered dog like you, the most deserving punishment is to personally witness the Chrysos heirs fulfill their mission. Only then will you truly know how meaningless and foolish your past transgressions were.
Alright, moving on.
Fulfill your mission. Kefali's core flame is long lost to the winds. How will you?
Okay, yeah, so Cypher
fulfill
moved
the
it. Where did
prophecy?
she move it to? Lost to the winds.
She's gone completely mad. To the point where she's just...
Alright, well, you guys should
spewing
probably
nonsense.
look up and make sure that...
For the longest time, Kefali's core flame has been worshipped here. Only core members of the Council of Elders know how to activate the core flame casket.
that Lygus, should we seek him out? I know, right? We totally should. How are we gonna find a core member now? Well, Jeff Force kindness to help us.
No. There's no need to go through that effort.
Okay, but we might need to talk to Lygus at some point. I mean, like...
Professor Anaxa taught me more than just what was in the textbooks.
Oh my gosh, Finon, he's so serious now. Even if it's in here, you know, it's probably not the real thing. I'm sure that if the Flame Reaver was chasing Cypher all the way to Styxia, this would not be
During
here
his
anymore.
time at Dawn Cloud, Professor Anaxa conducted surveys in various areas. I still remember the words he used. I hope it works. All-knowing Father who bears the world, please share a glimpse of your merciful gaze with me. Cast down the Titan's fire that hangs at the pinnacle of the world, for your devout creations to behold.
Okay. Hey, it worked.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked, but did it
to undo
work?
its arcane seal.
By that I mean, is that
Partner,
actually the core
I may
flame?
require your strength again.
Okay, well... Keyholes will appear... Oh, don't complicate things now. We're at the end of the story. We can't have more gimmicks. Activate the corresponding number of key fragments. Oh my gosh, you know, it's so complicated. Okay. Oh, we almost had it, There you go. The Path of Remembrance holds the power to suspend time in a given area. Maybe that could help. What is your deal?
The sins of the Chrysos.
Yep, okay. Bye-bye. Okay. So this one spins, the other one is not spinning. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we want it to be straight. Okay.
Take the core flame and let's hurry down the mountain.
I highly doubt this is it.
Can you use the spirit water art again?
Don Hung. I've used all the spirit water I brought, and just now after we left the Eye of Twilight, I felt the waters of Amphoreus severing their connection with me.
Is this also a result of the Black Tide? Looks like all we can do is sprint down the mountain.
Alright, well, good old running. This thing's massive. It's way bigger than the other platforms. Yeah, you know what? I don't think Cypher would be foolish enough to just leave it unguarded while she was down in Styxia.
You all thought I completely lost my mind.
Shush, we're not talking about you right now.
The core flame was never tampered with and has always remained here untouched. You all think I wouldn't have the power to take it away?
Calm down and think carefully.
Let's ignore her for now.
I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
There's no need to worry about the core flame's whereabouts. Let's just descend the mountain.
No need to worry?
I wouldn't say there's no need to worry. I think, you know, you're doing a good job keeping the situation calm.
Before setting off
probably
to
need to inject a
Aquila,
healthy dose
I
of panic
entrusted
into
Miss Cypher with the task of protecting Kefali's core flame while we were gone. By any means necessary.
Yep, and she did a good job, actually, keeping it from both the cleaners and the flame
If the core
reapers.
flame isn't here, that means she must have done something to it.
Yep.
In other words,
but we don't know
she fulfilled her
did.
duty using her own means. We just have to focus on getting to the vortex of Genesis. And Cypher will meet us there for sure.
Oh, fine on. I don't think you understand the gravity of the end of the world here. What if something happened to her? But if she wasn't successful...
Friends, we have no choice other than to trust her. If the nearest ritual basin is 10,000 paces away, then what we have to do is to run in that direction and hope she meets us after 1,000 paces. If she doesn't show up, we will keep going and trust that we will see her at 2,000 paces. 3, 4, 5,000. I will keep hoping with the same resolve all the way until she shows up in front of us with her usual rebellious attitude.
He does not... Okay. Not seem to be coping with the situation well. At least to this day, I don't recall any Chrysos heirs failing their mission for the Flame Chase journey. Yeah.
She will be no exception. But before that, we must survive and break through this siege.
Of course, partner. Alright, yeah, fighting Tynus. She did fulfill her mission. But it cost her everything. Some lies are more than the truth. Tynus should be thanking Cypher for essentially buying her, buying everyone. more time to just enjoy their lives and not worry about the flame chasers journey. Without her lies, people would just live in panic and fear for 300 years.
As you wish, Catagons.
And maybe it's just left people ill-prepared. In her eyes, at least. They don't have any.
Embrace a new life.
We gotta get through this. There's the end, like I said. End of the world sounds like a pretty big deal to me. And I appreciate Island's optimism, but I think we need to inject a little bit more urgency into this. This guy. Hold on. No. I want to break their shield first. Actually, you know what? It's probably not going to be possible. Okay, fine. Go dragon mode then. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Castros actually had to use her revival ability. We didn't even have to do that in the fight with Aquila. Or did we? Actually, I don't remember. I don't think she'd had to.
It's done. Let's go. We
need to go. Fine on. Fate well deserved. She was a formidable foe to the end. Well, I will not shed a single tear for her. Look, I try to be empathetic, but yeah.
She may not have sought sympathy from others, but as a cleaner, she was willing to absorb a millennium of identities and memories for an objective that hasn't changed in that time.
I know. She basically was a god herself.
I suppose
immortal
this is
through
also
the memories
a
of
form
all of her predecessors.
Extreme but twisted resilience. Let's go. It's time to leave.
No way. Hold on.
Can we run faster?
Sorry, I know I was talking about rushing and the urgency of the end of the world. Is this nymph still riding on the Higgy even now? Like it was in the Happy Dawn Cloud? Where did you go? Where'd you go? How did I do it last time? How do I get you? You know what? Never mind. The world is ending and I'm not going to let you stop me. Oh my gosh. Everyone's dead. Did they all get turned into these black tide monsters? It's so terrifying to retrace our steps through this version of Dawn Cloud. What?
Everyone! Look! Behind us!
Uh-oh. No, Flame Reaver? Flame Reaver? No.
In the end, they still showed up.
Oh my gosh. Now's not the time for a fight.
I agree. I've been waiting for a chance to face them head on.
Well, you know what? I think they're gonna chase us through the city like they did with Cypher. So, you know, I think you'll have your chance.
But not now. If we take the fight here, then lose, the consequences would be irreversible. Come on. We have to get out of here. Keep running. And never turn back.
Are they actually behind us? Okay. Keep running. We can do that. Janice's hidden passage. We have to use it to cross the Theosphere Lake.
They will catch up to us sooner or later.
I know. In fact, at the very least, they can teleport.
Don't stop.
They can teleport, and they could outpace Cypher. And she put up a really good fight.
It's him! Lord Finan!
I know, we're back.
So that's how it works.
Sorry. All the same bugs. Turn the Memorial Palace. How did they?
Has descended as ordained.
Clones, illusions. Nothing but cheap tricks to help you hide in the shadows.
The sky.
Is that mark on Finan's neck supposed to be a burn mark?
This world must be reset.
It looks more like a tattoo, but now I'm wondering.
What are they talking about?
The end you seek is also the miracle of Genesis. If so, you should be standing alongside the Chrysos heirs.
Yeah.
Why do you hinder us, Flame Reaper?
Dusk has descended.
Okay, you are a repeating. You are a disc on loop.
Must reset.
They keep repeating themselves like
If
that.
words won't work,
Yeah,
then we can
and they were
only
talking about
express
cycles
our
earlier.
resolve
Is that
with our
supposed to be?
blades. We shoulder the fates and
Connection?
futures of too many people. We will not fall here.
Simon! Uh-oh, we're actually fighting. Oh. No. Mighty! You came back!
Leave this to casters and me.
Mighty, I knew you'd come back.
Go!
Uh-oh. No. Why are we leaving Mighty behind? I literally, when Mighty left, I was like, he's like, I might die, I might never see you again. And then I'm like, no, I'm sure we'll see you again. Like, you have to come back for whatever epic final battle we have, right? This was not what I had in mind back then. Look at, so with these hologram walls, is like the world already disappearing? Even though the miracle of Genesis hasn't happened yet?
It's too early to relax. The Flame Reaver is a master in the art of deceit. Even Mighty may not be able to restrain them. I never thought I would leave him alone on the battlefield twice. But now isn't the time to be thinking about this.
Treby didn't follow us. Does she intend to stay above to help Mighty? And we also saw Cass too. Don't do something that's gonna upset me. Can you still run? Yeah?
Skyfather, save us!
Someone is calling for help over there.
Black-tide creatures are threatening the people. We can't just stand
Those
by
bubbles,
and
are
watch.
those hyacinths?
Let's end
Or is that like a power of the
that rainbow
chimeras
barrier.
here? Is that hyacinths? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Still here. Who's here? Time for resolution. Thus our fates become one. All that is to be revealed.
Go team!
A new life. May death protect us!
Good, yeah,
We can do anything! Safe balcony, like a wisp of silk. As you wish. That hurts a bit. Catadons?
I don't feel good about leaving. us and Marty and Trevi back there with the Flame Reaver. I don't know. The Flame Reaver was the one who killed Trevi.
Reach the end of the story.
Console the frightened. Console them with what? The world is ending.
You're all safe.
I know. I know. I feel panicked, but we need to make sure these people don't. If we can dispel the panic in other people.
Thank you, Lord Finan.
That the end times, that they're going to be okay, even though it's the end times. That's the
Those
least one
black-type
good thing we
creatures
can do
just
for the
now
world.
couldn't breach this barrier. This energy feels familiar. Like the luminous arts that Hyacinth uses to treat people. But it is much more
In
powerful.
the sky, she's watching over us. Looks like she did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Flame Reaver said too. The Flame Reaver knew before we
companions
did.
and I can't stay long. Before reinforcements arrive, please do not step out of this barrier. This is a miracle left by the demigod Hyacinth. Please trust her conviction.
Miss Hyacinth has also become a demigod, like Lady Aglaya. We
Yeah.
understand. We will not leave her protection until you return, Lord Finan.
I won't make empty promises. I might not be able to return in the near future. But even if there's no perfect solution, I will make a choice that fulfills this mission.
Dawn shine at the world's end. Oh my gosh.
The people in the market. Cartonis! Quick!
Huh?
Let's go check on him!
Cartonis!
Cartonis! Hang in there!
What happened to you?
Returned, fine.
Besides the obvious end of the world coming and destroying everything.
Burning the holy city is.
Oh no.
To resist, I did all I could.
You shouldn't be on the front line at your age, Grand Craftsman. Where are the citizens? What's the situation at Marmorial Market?
Organizing their escape. The holy city guards are.
Yeah, but this has been the place where people all over Amphoreus have come to escape. There's nowhere else in the world left for them.
Descended from the sky, the rainbow barrier did. Protected the people. But alleviated the fear it could not.
I fear this is Amphoreus' end, Cartonis. There is only one way to save our home.
Finally come true. The Sky Father's prophecy. Go for miracle. Deliver. You shall become. One more thing. There is waiting at the vortex of Genesis. Lady Trinan is. Kefali's cold flame is safe, she said.
Trinan.
Oh, does she know what happened to Cypher? More battle.
The situation is...
No! We can take them on. I know I find it really annoying, but please don't. Please, Cartonis.
Died. I should have kept me here.
Everyone's gonna die. But we're gonna watch them each die one by one. And it's gonna hurt more, because these are all our friends that we've made here. It's just not that I'm saying that the writing of the story is bad, but I'm just lamenting on how awful it is that fate should say that they all have to die. In fact, the story is really good. This is clearly a situation of the characters have to go through their adversity in order to come out stronger on the end, but this is just still really sad.
If destined, inescapable death is, why not leave behind some glory?
You've been forging nothing but glory your entire life, old friend. For others, and for yourself. May you never see the slightest glimpse of war in the New World.
Yeah.
Farewell, Grand Craftsman. Let us depart to the Chrysos airspaths.
For battle, these hands
We still have so far to run. Oh my gosh.
But if to protect the holy city's future, they are needed to the final moment. I will fight.
Cartonis said that Trinan had news of the core flame. As expected, Miss Cipher did not fail her mission.
Christ, those airspaths, not a soul in here. Those translucent structures are here too. I know, is the world being actively unmade? Is any of Amphoreus even real? If this is all just like some digital simulation world, that would explain a lot why it has to be like this cycle over and over again. Because nothing about this world seems to, not nothing, but a lot of it doesn't seem to obey the laws of physics even. Not just like our laws of physics, even the laws of physics established within Honkai Star Rail.
These buildings, I can feel it. Their memories are dissipating.
Oh my gosh, you know what? In the Era Nova, nobody's gonna remember any of this happened. Because that's probably the link to the remembrance, is the memories are probably all... What if that's it? The memories from this place get harvested, and then it's a blank slate at the end, and nobody's gonna remember any of this. Except for us, because I assume we're gonna get out of here before that happens. Because we have people we need to get back to.
I'm not sure. In any case, none of this feels right. The textures of memories are preserved within all things in Amphoreus. Even a single brick or tile holds countless traces of the past.
There are no citizens trapped here, nor any signs of black tide creatures. We have no reason to.
Could that be it? Could the memories here be, like, collected? Like the, Akasha in Sumeru? But that was more like dreams, but still, like, collected? By the Garden of, wouldn't you know it, Recollection? I don't know, that's a wild theory out there, but I'm still trying to link the information that we got from Herta last time to what exactly is actually going on here.
Let's head downstairs. The bath chamber isn't far away.
Fallen Planet City Akuma. Head to the vortex of Genesis and complete Era Nova. The bath's waters are conveying sorrow and despair in ways I can barely comprehend. I'm getting a vague sense of foreboding here. Vague, huh? You know, I think it's a little bit more than vague. Especially, I would think, for Dan Heng, who can literally sense the water. Oh my gosh. Flame Reaver.
Caught up to us?
And the Flame Reaver clones.
Mighty.
No! Wait, you're right! Mighty! And Cass and Treeby! Can we defeat them head on? No? Dan Heng. Okay, Dan Heng's not allowed to die, so I'm just hoping. Wait, he's not allowed to die, right? I guess I've never considered that before. Finon, take Teddy to the vortex of Genesis. I will stay here and hold them off. I didn't consider whether or not Dan Heng actually has plot armor or not. Please don't die. I don't think I can... If Mighty, Cass, and Treeby are gone... I don't know what I can do.
Dan Heng.
Dan Heng. Don't hesitate, Finon. You still shoulder the mission of the Era Nova. We don't know if the Flame Reaver has any clones up ahead. Teddy, stay close to Finon and keep him safe. Amphoreans often speak of destiny. The destiny of the Trailblaze is to bind the life and death of every world to our own existence. Everyone in the crew is still waiting for our return. I don't intend to say goodbye forever to anyone. Don't worry. I'll do everything in my power to survive. Yeah, I'd say. I know, that's what we're trying to do here. As Finon said, why are you fighting us on this?
You better keep your word, Dan Heng.
Yeah, what she said.
You cannot die here.
What she said. You're not allowed to die here. You promised me, okay? I mean that. Cover this flame water. I can harness its power to purge the filth. Hey, we got dragon mode.
This power, unfamiliar.
That's right. You've never seen anything like it, right? It's Dan Heng, imbiber de Lune. Even if I were just a passing traveler, I would not hesitate to lay down my life and protect the unfamiliar world beneath my feet. This is the destined course that a trailblazer cannot escape. I am a nameless, and what I'm going to do is to defend all the hopes that are on the verge of fading away.
Follow me.
Oh my gosh. This is really dreadful in terms of... We're literally just watching all of our companions slip away, fending off enemies at each step for us.
Lord Finon. Finally, you're all back.
Even in such desperate times, you still managed to keep your promise to me. I am grateful beyond words.
Finon, what is this?
The Flame Reaver is wreaking havoc in the city, and they still have many clones. Zeph, please get someone to inform Kratos, and have him lead the most elite guards to defend the city's passages until I complete the core flame ritual. Please, do everything you can to rescue the citizens in the city.
Understood, Lord Finon.
Nemosity, several citizens are trapped in the Garden of Life and are temporarily seeking refuge under Hyacinth's barrier. Can you dispatch someone to evacuate them? Though, I also don't know where to shelter them.
Should probably bring the people
Leave this to us, Lord
together
Finon.
at this point.
Just focus on your own mission.
All
I
right.
don't think
As for the two
the
Trailblazers,
danger is everywhere, I think.
I'll also leave them to you.
What in the world is going on?
My apologies, partner. I acted on my
Wait.
own this time. I prepared for the worst before the fight against Aquila. Even if there came a day when Akuma
what
was
are you
taken
doing?
by
Fine
the
on.
Black Tide. As long as we defeated Aquila, lifting the sky's curse,
Fine on.
you and Dan Heng would at least have a chance to get home safely.
Already made plans? The final lap is always the hardest. The progress bar is already at 95%. You're leaving me on a cliffhanger?
I know, this is hard to accept. But even if it means
You can
being
take the silly
resented
option.
for
It's
the
not
rest
making me feel
of my
better.
life, I still have to be responsible for you. Friend, you and Dan Heng taught me the spirit of trailblazing. The best decision I ever made in my life was when I followed my intuition and chose to trust you. Dan Heng told me many stories about the adventures of the Nameless. Two of them left a deep impression on me. Bellabog and Penacony. The first story taught me that the fate of a world should be in the hands of its people. And even if the Nameless are willing to risk everything for an unfamiliar world, in the end, you still have to embark on a new journey and go to the next world that needs saving. Because that's your mission. The path you follow. In the second story, Danang told me about the few Nameless who sacrificed their lives for the prison world. I know very well that the two of you are willing to make the same choice for Amphoreus. After hearing those stories, I made up my mind. I won't let your journey end here. Somewhere beyond the sky, where Amphoreans have never reached, there are many people waiting for you to come home. The prophecy has always remained shrouded in ambiguity. Even if the 12th core flame is returned, no one knows how the Era Nova will manifest.
There's so many questions
let
about
alone
what's
if the
gonna happen.
miracle will extend its favor to two visitors from beyond the sky.
I'm thinking it probably won't, actually.
Before stepping into a fate unknown, the last thing I can do is help you return to your family.
And even if we ignore the prophecy, we can't go back now.
Please, don't worry. Lord Finan has already entrusted Elder Lygus to fix your transport.
Okay.
Lady Trinan's Sentry Gate is open on the main street outside Akima's walls.
I'm sorry for making such an unreasonable request of you all. But we live in an imperfect age, where there is never a perfect choice.
Okay. I have the right to witness the ending of this Trailblaze. Well, you probably will, but not in person. Don't try to stop me from coming back like that. A hero doesn't have to bear everything alone. You've changed into someone different from yourself, Finan. Really? I feel like he's changed and really grown into his shoes over the time we've known him. After losing so much, he's really had to step up into this role, and he's done it very well, very gracefully. If we leave, can we come back after the Era Nova has begun? If we leave, can we come back and tell you all the stories that you've forgotten we had together? That would make me happy. I don't know what to respond to this. Only that part of me feels like we should leave, because if everything goes wrong, you know, us and Don Hung would be the only evidence left that this world had ever existed. And that there's something really horrifying but beautiful that even if this world only lived on in memories, that's better than just letting it be as if it never existed at all. The people here lived, they were happy, they had fulfilling lives of their own. And look at this glorious journey that's happened and all the people we've met. I feel like we do need to go to just preserve all of this. But all of these answers don't seem to indicate that we're okay with leaving, but I think we need to go.
Every one of us has the right to make our own choices. If you can't accept my decision on your behalf, then use your choice to open up a new path. That's what you're best at, right? Regardless, Danang is still holding on for his life. Don't keep him waiting too long. One day I hope we will reunite under the constellations.
Yeah.
When that time comes, we can hold a belated victory feast. How about that?
I would like that a lot, actually. Then I'll see you then, Finon. Lost so many today.
The spirit water has dried up.
Wait, what?
Why is nothing going
No,
right?
this feels like such a... Oh my gosh, it seems like that everything has to be a setback.
Calm down. There might be another way in. The closest ritual basin, the other chrysosirs.
Snowy.
Trinin?
Trinin! I thought you'd be waiting at the vortex of Genesis. Are you alright?
When Akuma's night descended, all the spirit water dried up along with it. We anticipated that you'd be on edge, so we came ahead to wait for you.
You've always been the ones who knew me best. Cavalli's core flame. You know where it is?
Yes. Little Syphie protected the core flame well. No one would be able to guess where she stashed it. Bartolos, you can come on out.
Bartolos?
I don't have to pretend to be an envelope anymore. That was suffocating.
Bartolos? What in the world?
Hey, you better watch your tone, brat. That core flame that the entire world is after is currently nestled in the depths of my...
Oh my gosh, I was like, did you eat it? And then you did eat it.
This certainly was unexpected.
Well, this will certainly make it hard to steal, that's for sure.
Your reaction's too composed. It's completely
You ate the core flame? Look, we're all feeling a little bit emotionally drained today, Bartholos. Just cut us some slack, please.
Bartolos, Snowy still doesn't know the truth behind Akuma's eternal daylight. You're right. Well, then you'd better strap in and listen up, brat. That girl Cypher spun a grand lie that deceived all of Amphoreus. She tricked all of you into believing that giant ball on Kefali's back would cast light over Akuma forever. Not just that. She even managed to pull that dumb ascension trial and allowed me, the great Zagreus.
That's right. We thought they were Bartholos, but they were Zagreus all along.
Hey, Rat! You still no reaction from you?
Look, dude, we're all kind of tired. We've actually seen a lot of really good people die today. I'm not sure how successful you're gonna be at lightening up the moon.
So for the last 1,000 years, what maintained Akuma's eternal daylight was not Kefali's miracle, but Cypher's lie, woven using the divine authority of trickery.
Was that it? Was that why it turned dark as soon as she died? Wait. Are you saying that she actually used her trickery magic to make the lie real? Whoa. I feel like that makes her... Oh my gosh, then that actually makes her like the most powerful demigod then. Essentially, the fate of the world was just gonna end in 300 years, and she just said, nope, no it's not. And then the world was like, okay, no it's not. Cypher, you did so much. We had no idea even. Literally, this world was gonna last forever. And then it died. The end of the world started when she died. Oh my
But
gosh.
now, the lie has come undone. Which means...
Well, you didn't guess wrong. Cypher has already passed, and all her lies have scattered to the winds like ash.
Dang, you don't need to say it so casually like that.
But you just said you, Zagreus, relied on Cypher's lie to keep living.
Oh yeah, true.
If she is already...
hard as I thought, perhaps. Don't forget, I'm one of the 12 Titans of Amphoreus.
Yeah, but you don't have your own core flame anymore.
And this core flame in my belly.
Oh, okay. Well, that... Dang, you really outplayed me there, didn't you? Okay.
So, you're going to hand the core flame over to us? Just like that?
No, they're not going to, are you?
Just so. How about it? Let's hear some groveling gratitude, huh?
Why? In the myths, Zagreus was the most cowardly and shameful of the Titans.
Hey, stop slandering me with those fabricated tales. My pursuits are far greater than one measly life. Let me tell you then, my lifelong ambition was to work with Cypher to conjure the greatest trick in the world. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities, and no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them point to outcomes of certain destruction. But with an exquisitely brilliant scheme, we
oh my gosh, we really are in the end game now. This is literally like Doctor Strange.
This is the miracle I wish to achieve in my life's pursuit, even at the cost of turning into this. Take the core flame with you, brat. Go finish your mission.
This is just like Doctor Strange giving up the time stone.
Remember this well. What saved Amphoreus wasn't the grace of that simpleton Kephale, nor was it the babbling of that child Oryx.
It was Cypher and Zagreus all along. It was because of them. Now I understand. It wasn't just that Cypher told like a white lie to let the people be happy, and then the orb just reached its expiration date after a little while, longer than originally planned. Her magic was literally keeping it on. Wow.
It was the divine power of me, scorned by all, and the millennium-long lie of a cat-eared thief.
It sure was. It sure was. Oh, goodbye.
Strife, death, trickery. So those signs deemed as harbingers of calamity will also leave behind marks in the tale of deliverance.
Yeah.
With this, the final core flame can be returned to its rightful place.
But we can't get to the vortex of Genesis.
The spirit water in the holy city has all dried up. We can try to break the sealing magic of the Goose's priests and use the Century Gate to send you into the vortex of Genesis. But that will likely exhaust any remaining power of Genesis that we have. After that, the rest is up to you, Snowy.
Finon. This whole time we're watching through Finon's eyes. Pretty much every person he's ever been friends with is willing to sacrifice their life just for a chance for him to make it to the end. Trinan, I can't lose you too.
Farewells. I've almost grown numb to them at this point. Right now, I can't even utter a plain goodbye.
Snowy.
Don't worry, Trina. I'm no longer the empty shell that Aglaya brought back to Akama. For every companion who couldn't reach the end, their conviction to save the world became a part of me, piecing together the soul I once lost. I lost my home village, but you, Aglaya, and everyone else created a second home for me. Now that this home is also in danger, it is my turn to repay your kindness and create a new world that can carry everyone's wishes. I hope that In that new world, a new sun will rise, bringing one dawn after another to all.
I hope in the new world we can all meet with a smile on our faces. In that field of flowers that Tribios once longed for.
Snowy, you've grown into the person Aggie always dreamed of. Indeed, we don't need to say goodbye here, because even without the prophecy, we have the confidence to say you will become that rising sun, and all of us will see each other again tomorrow.
Tomorrow. The sun sets on this day, this 1,000-year-long day. Mighty!
Ow!
Mighty!
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
Become the dawn. Whoever.
Oh, he died with a wound in his back. Okay. Herta, why are you here?
Burning skies, shattered
This
statues,
seems like a
corpses strewn
really
everywhere.
bad time, actually. You
What a
know.
mess. If this is what the inside of Amphoreus looks like,
Yeah, you know,
it's
you
truly
probably should have
shocking.
showed up a few days ago if you wanted to be a tourist here. That's honestly on you.
To be honest, I was initially skeptical, but right now, I'm starting to see your point, Screwy.
If that's the case, Herta, do you now have enough reason to believe my conjecture about the true nature of Amphoreus?
Alright. Well, I suppose if the world's ending, we could use some information about why this is all happening in the first place.
Let's not expand on that topic just yet.
No?
That
Okay.
Intellitron, Lygus, was it? He's not completely dead.
He's in
That was probably
Intellitron?
a
Really?
fake body.
I guess that makes sense.
Something behind it is still defying us.
I must admit, even if both of us worked together, it wouldn't be
Also,
a
you
simple
killed
task
him?
piercing through its defenses.
We need him to get out of here.
For now, we can only observe this world as bystanders.
Yeah, thank you, you two. You're real helpful right now.
I knew we should have brought Steven along. No wonder the Garden of Recollection wants to work with the Astral Express. Without the power of the Trailblaze, it'd be impossible to unearth this place's secrets. But in the end, the garden emerged unscathed, and it was the Nameless who got burnt. Curiosity definitely killed Aki.
Real funny. What do they want out of this?
That big guy over there. The black ball spewing meteors. You think
Is it
it's got
spewing
anything to do with
meteors
the
right
Lord
now?
Ravager?
Oh yeah, that's right. Lygus talked about a Lord Ravager, right?
Alas, without sufficient computational power in the stream projection, I am unable to analyze the path energy.
Okay, yeah, this would be a great time to explain a little bit with the connection between the Titans and the Eons. All we know is Oryx has some connection to Fuli. We don't know if any of the other Titans actually have any connections to the Eons or entities beyond the sky.
Suggestion. The immediate priority now is to find the whereabouts of the two Nameless. Research priority on the destruction can be lowered.
Actually,
Every
I
second
think it
counts
should be
before that
higher.
Intellitron's
But it
preventative
would be
measures
higher
kick
if you
in.
didn't, you know, I thought Lygus was supposed to take us back, although clearly we don't know everything about Lygus, and I do trust Herta more than Lygus, so I'm gonna have to trust that you guys know what you're doing.
All right, all right. Stop making a fuss. How many times have we collaborated, and when did it ever not end in a perfect outcome? Why not add another mission objective while we're at it? The card-playing memo keeper told me that the frozen Trailblazer girl might just also be trapped inside Amphoreus.
March? Wait, March would be trapped inside Amphoreus?
If time allows, I will also investigate March 7th.
Wait, what happened? Isn't she still lying in bed? Or did something else happen to her? I can't remember.
Herta, do you hear that? A wave of desperate cries from the heart of the mountain city. The lives there are undergoing intense suffering.
Haha. Haha. You guys are so casual about this.
Conclusion. The butterfly has already flapped its wings, and an impending storm closes in. The Nameless are important allies, and you and I have matters to attend to, Herta. I beseech you, in moments when a choice needs to be made, one must not be distracted due to personal interests.
Of course I know that. Fate really is a game of dice, Screwy. Who'd have thought that thing once sowed chaos across the cosmos, causing the Intelligentsia Guild to splinter and disintegrate? It wasn't until I cracked the solitary waves theory that its lingering effects were put to end. Yet, in a forgotten corner of the cosmos, one slipped through the net and remained operational. And it was this machine that eventually became the cradle for the birth of a certain
doing a lot of standing
Lord
around
Ravager.
and not helping us get out of here. If that's what you're here
The
to do.
source of Amphoreus' tragedy is an emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
Wow, an Emperor's Scepter. What is that? I literally have no idea what that means. I know that's supposed to be a sentence with a lot of impact. I don't... Okay. Fine on. His name is gone now. Why is his name gone?
This is what the world looked like originally.
It's just
what
him.
are you doing here?
Oh.
Answer my question, Lycus.
Ah, another hero has arrived at the vortex. I can no longer remember how many times this has happened.
What? Are you like the only person who has been alive for and remembers all the previous cycles?
The author of each epic, as the prophecy has foretold, stays their pen at this point. Just like each cycle of the extrapolation, in accordance to their primordial design.
That's talking about Eon.
Here.
Which one?
No need to panic, Lord Finon. I stepped into this space purely for one purpose. To witness the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
This whole time I've been talking about Trailblazer and Dan Heng need to leave in order for somebody to remember this cycle and remember the world and remember the people and remember the adventures we went on and the Flame Chase journey and its history and just remember so everything mattered. You're telling me this guy though is basically already here to serve this purpose and remember all the previous cycles and just kind of hang out and pretend he doesn't know anything about it?
You've never expressed interest in the Flame Chase journey. When my companions and I ran, bled, and sacrificed for the core flames, you never so much as
would
lifted
Lygus have
a
been the
finger.
one who wrote the prophecy? No, I don't think so. I think Lygus is just an observer.
An indifferent observer.
Yeah.
An Antikytheran who's neutral till the end. Why would you suddenly express concern for the Chrysos heir's mission?
I don't think he's expressing concern. I think he's just like, I'm going to watch another Era Nova show up. And why is Finon's name redacted now?
When that lone swordmaster left everything behind, plunging into a sea of madness, I was on the shore, listening. When that mighty lord shed his armor, filling the crevices of the earth with his iron bones, I was on the mountaintop, gazing down.
Wait.
Across 1,000 years of the Flame Chase journey, I have witnessed the ardor, resolve, division, and unity of the Chrysos heirs with mine own eyes. Just as you were all born to shoulder the guidance of the prophecy, I too have bathed in the gaze of distant stars, have seen the deepest, darkest of destinies. I will become the most loyal reader of the epics, a spectator voraciously consuming the valorous deeds of you heroes.
Don't use the word voracious like you're eating our history. Like, oh wow, look at all the juicy details of this history. I'm going to consume it. But are you saying you're the one who's going to tell everybody in the Era Nova all the epics and legends about the Titans once all of them have been reincarnated and are continuing to carry out their duties in the new world, having lost all their memories of their old lives in the old world? You're the one who's going to tell everybody what happened, in your words.
The gaze of distant stars.
One day you will understand, but not now. At this moment, please disregard
this is crazy. What is happening?
And finish what you must, Lord Finon.
Quickly before the Flame Reaver shows up.
I once believed that as long as I chased the flames relentlessly, the fog before me would clear, and fate would reveal its truest form. But along the way, they, all who passed, never once received the justice promised by the prophecy.
I have perceived. Outside the vortex, the world is collapsing, and the children of humanity are crying.
Wait a minute. You know, if the goal is for Lygus to help us and Danheng get out of Amphoreus, then what the heck is he doing here? Are we trapped in Amphoreus? Without Herta and Skrulum coming to save us?
But you, Lord Finon, will bury the old world with that core flame, bringing all things into a gray unknown.
It doesn't matter. This cruel flame chase journey has made me abandon my fantasies. The future is not a paradise with a gentle west wind waiting for us to step in.
It can be, can't it? Isn't it going to be yours to make?
If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I will tear it apart.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Then usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate.
Now we understand what those words mean. Who's that?
Yet this time, will an epic with endless cycles.
Is it you?
What are you giggling about? Who is it?
Turn a new page.
Of course.
It's you from the
This will
first
be
trailer.
a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too?
Irene?
Right.
Oh, you're his friend from when he was younger, right? Don't to be continued me.
It's still early. Where's here now?
So early. It's actually extremely late. No, you can't. That's such a bad cliffhanger. What the heck? If Midas was standing here, he'd be wiser and more capable than me. After Glide departed, those words stop echoing in my head. So I have to aid you in return. Because the promise of the Era Nova is unclear. To you, who came from beyond Amphoreus, its influence cannot be predicted. After I cleanse my doubt, I find this is the right decision. Prophecy claimed that only one person can reach the final end of the Era Nova. It's because of the prophecies made by Lady Treby that the Christless heirs made it today. Maybe the only thing I did right in my life was to trust you. Oh, fine, hon. This miracle isn't so much the secrets hidden within the vortex of Genesis, but rather the instant you and Dan Heng descended from the sky. You're the hero of my heart. If the next life comes to pass, no matter what I become, I will make sure the world remembers the miracle of the Trailblaze. But I mean, if you don't approve of my solitary decision and plans to create a new path with myself towards a future that no one can imagine, you'll always find the way to break the rules, right? Gosh, what is... Why can we go... Wait, there's no water in there. It's so dark. It's so dark, it's glitching out.
Looks good.
That's a painful cliffhanger to be left on. Oh my gosh. Who is Cyrene? I mean, okay, I remember she was his friend. She was the girl... You know in the Nameless Faces trailer? Wait, Nameless Faces. Nameless Faces, and did you notice... Well, A, that we're the Nameless, but B, Finon's name got blurred out? There's so much. There's so much. But, like, then... The Trailblazer, like, basically destroys the world with her feather, and then Cyrene comes and, like, gives her a hug. And then... Well, I had no idea what that meant. I was wondering when that character was gonna show up. But who is she? In terms of, like... Like, what? And... What is Lygus? Is he just as an observer? Is he just like a record keeper to remember each new era? And to pass on the stories from the previous one to the next one? Or... And what is Herta and Skrulum? What is an Emperor's Scepter? I don't know if this is just me being out of the loop in Honkai Star Rail. I have no idea what that means. What is an Emperor's Scepter? But I know Ravager, like Fantilia was a Ravager, so that's obviously not good. Okay. Sounds like... Should please up your feet. Yeah. I'd say that's about accurate right now. And what exactly are Herta and Skrulum
Is that all?
doing? Like, are they actually here to save us? Mighty is gone. We didn't see what happened to Cass or Treby. We didn't see what happened to Dan Heng. Oh my gosh. Finon's gonna make it till the end, but what happened there? What even happened there? He saw Cyrene and then, like, what? Now you're not gonna be? Now you're not gonna be at the... Wait, is Cyrene there to take the core flame and become the demigod herself? Or is she there to support Finon? I don't even know who she is in terms of the story. Sorry, I'm just letting this butterfly be here. Soulmate fly, okay. Do we and Dan Heng make it out? Just do Herta and Skrulum take us out? What is going on? What does the Garden of Recollection have to do with this? And when Lygus is talking about they, like, which eon? He said, what is it? The Remembrance? The Destruction? That was the third one. What was the second one? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Is it the Erudition? I don't remember. I don't know. This story is getting really complex. But oh my gosh. That was kind of a very sort of, I guess, dreadful day. Just think, almost everybody we knew died in this Trailblaze mission. It's not including ones like Anaxa who are already died. We have Cass, who might still be around, since she wasn't physically present, and then Hyacinth. Both of them have left to fulfill their duties as demigods. And now is Finon going to do it? Become the demigod and usher in the miracle of Genesis? And what will happen when he does? But hey, you know what? Something's going wrong, because we have Bubbles with us. Yeah, we're forever stuck in this place where the world is ending, but oh, we got some tickets. That's nice. We have raccoon baseball here. That's fun, right? That's a lot of fun. And you know, everything, despite the kind of existential dread, everything was so triumphant when we defeated Aquila, and I feel like ever since then they've just been knocking us down and down and down. And I guess that's the thing, is like each stage somebody had to be left behind just for a chance to find out to make it to the end.
Nice.
And for us to, you know, keep playing our video games like that. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna avoid. Wait, what? Wait, we can. Hold on. We haven't been able to contact the Express the whole time.
Everyone, the train car that entered Amphoreus is still out of contact.
March 7th's condition also seems to be getting worse. Can you read this message? Himiko won't look at me. Can you read the messages I sent? Okay, they can't see us. How's the situation on your end? Well, how come we can see? Things are going well so far. Herta invited Screwalong to assist us, and we have detailed chat in the seclusion zone. Both geniuses contributed with their knowledge. We're now closer to clearing up the mysteries surrounding Amphoreus. However, there's a lot of unexpected information. It's hard to explain everything in a text message. I'll send you a meeting notes as a video right now. Understood. Can I watch if I go to the space station? Help me out, Space Anchor. Okay. It's nice to know that they have never given up on us, but it's a little disheartening to know that they still don't know we're alive, if we're alive or not. Okay. I think I need a minute. Defeat the incarnation of the Sky Titan. Oh my gosh. Defeat the will of Celiosi. Witness the moment when the millennial lie is revealed. The girl who betrayed the world. But she betrayed the world to save it. She was a hero. Complete the flame chase journey. Have we completed it? We haven't actually put in Kefali's core flame, but yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I guess we did. Okay. Oh yeah, and we had 4 memo sprites in the battle. That was pretty cool. Okay. Alright. Enough existential dread for one day. I'm gonna wrap this up now. Now I have to wait a month and a half to find out how this ends. What a cliffhanger they put us on. Alright, enough. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!